reality is triggering you so much, and something someone said is triggering you so much, and something someone did is triggering you so much, and something you experience is triggering you so much, you think that thing that happened is so important, you feel you need to ask a question about it, which means you don't understand triggers, you don't understand how you created the thing you're triggered by, and you certainly don't understand how to change your reality because you caused it. So guys, let's do a Loz lesson about something your specific person said that triggers you. And what do you do about that? And where did that come from? And how do you fix it? And how do you change them and the situation? In this Loz lesson, we're going to be focusing on triggers, because Don't Be a Triggered Bitch is dropping next week. And you need to know how to not be triggered by your specific person. So guys, our newest course is dropping on October 7th. It's Don't Be a Triggered Bitch, because so many of you are triggered bitches. You know how I know that? Because your questions in here are triggered. Your questions in the squad are triggered. In the Q&A forum, it's full of circumstances, and they said this, and what do I do? And circumstances, triggers, 3D shit. Those of you who still get triggered by your 3D reality and don't understand it's simply your reflection, you need this fucking course stat because you're not getting it yet. It's the most important thing to understand that everyone, including your specific person, everything, including the situations like the circumstances, every response you get from someone, every word that comes out of their mouth was reflected by you because you once thought it subconsciously. And those of you who aren't getting this yet really need to understand it, because what happens is you think you get the law of assumption. You think you're assuming new things, but you're still getting triggered like a bitch in your 3D or in your mind, because you aren't getting this one fundamental that what you're getting triggered by is you and your thinking outpictured. Is your self-concept reflected back to you? Is your old assumptions you're still thinking that you don't know you're thinking, and then you're triggering yourself, they said this, they said that, this happened, and I'm like, bitch, I can't fucking help you because you think you get this, but you fucking don't. And those of you who get annoyed at me for getting annoyed at you, guys, if you don't understand the fundamentals of this, I can't help you. Like, there is only so much my mentors can answer in the Q&A forum if you don't get this. There is only so much I can say on a live if you don't get this. There is only so much you can actually change in your 3D if you don't get this one fundamental, that everything out here, including what you're triggered by, came from you. So if you don't fundamentally get that, and you still get triggered by your SP's texts, or what they're doing on social media, or what they said, or what they did, or something your boss did, or something that happened at work, or something that happened at home, or something your friend did, or something your friend said, you need this course because you're not getting it. Like, you're fundamentally not getting this, and you think what they're saying, and you think what's happening, and you think what they've done is for real. You think it's concrete. You think it's something to talk about. You think it's something to ask about. You go in my Q&A forum and you ask questions inanely about the fucking circumstances, and it literally blows my fucking mind that people in my squad are still writing circumstances in their questions as if it matters. Circumstances don't fucking matter. Do you understand that, squad member? Oh no, I joined this squad and I just thought it was a place for me to ask question after question after question. And I don't really go and learn anything else from you. When you're doing your videos, I'm just waiting for the part where you're going to answer my question. So I'm not actually listening to the lesson. And I haven't actually really listened to any of the fundamentals of this. I haven't done your free course, I haven't done the self-concept course, and I don't really understand what a trigger is. But I'm just so concerned about my 3D reality right now. I'm asking you a question because I'm so desperate for you to answer it, because I think you giving me the answer will fix it. No, it won't. So you know what I'm doing from now on, guys? I'm no longer answering questions on here. You know why? Because you don't fucking listen to the lesson, because you're so concerned about asking your fucking question about your fucking circumstances that you are triggered by right now. And because of that, you're not listening to the kernel, the gold I'm giving you in the fucking Loz lesson, and then you're expecting me to drop everything at the end and answer you like your question and your circumstances are the most important fucking thing. So from now on, because bitches don't fucking learn or listen, I am no longer answering questions, because why? That way, you might actually stop. You might actually learn. You might actually open your fat fucking ears for once instead of typing. And then typing your question again. And then asking, is Loz going to answer this question? And then desperately asking the question again 3 times. Instead of asking your question desperately as if your circumstance is so important, you might for once in your triggered existence listen to the lesson that you need to fucking learn. Then you won't need to ask the fucking question. You get it? If you are so triggered by your 3D reality that you come in here with this question you need answered, you need this course. If you go into my squad or my free Facebook group every week with your question in the Q&A forum, you need this course. Because the 3D reality is triggering you so much, and something someone said is triggering you so much, and something someone did is triggering you so much, and something you experience is triggering you so much. You think that thing that happened is so important, you feel you need to ask a question about it, which means you don't understand triggers, you don't understand how you created the thing you're triggered by, and you certainly don't understand how to change your reality because you caused it. So any of you right now who are desperately sitting here wanting to ask me a question and are pissed off that I just said I'm not answering questions anymore, you're one of the hundreds of people who needs to do this course. Because listen to what I just said. I can answer you. Another manifestation coach can answer you and answer your question. But until you get the fundamentals of where the trigger came from that caused you to ask a question about this thing you're so concerned by, until you understand the fundamentals of this, neither my answer nor one of my mentors' answer or one of the squaddies' answers or one of another coach's answer will actually help you. Because you think that thing that you're asking right now, either on the live, in the Q&A forum, to one of my mentors or to another coach, is so important. And that in itself, your placing of importance on your question is the problem here. Because you don't understand that question is full of circumstances and you think those circumstances matter and you are triggered by those circumstances and you are being a triggered bitch in your reality, a reality you created and you don't even realize it. So we can answer you all we like, but you'll only get so far. Then you'll be back next week because something else would have triggered you, or your SP went back to the way they were, or the thing backfired or whatever, because you're not getting the fundamentals of this. Some of you want to jump from like first grade math to calculus, and you haven't even done the first grade math class. You don't know your times table, you don't know how to add and subtract, you don't know percentages, but you want to do calculus. Guys, you can't do fucking calculus until you know the fucking basics. Do you know the basics? Do you know what a trigger is? Do you know why you're getting triggered by your reality? Do you know how you create your reality? No? Well, then you're fucked. And it doesn't matter what I say or what I answer, it really won't make any difference to you because you're not kind of getting it. You're really not getting it. Like I said to my team yesterday, a team that I have hired off the internet, I want you guys to do my courses because you're not getting what I teach. And I finally understood, like I love these guys, but I understand why I hired people from my following because they get this. They can write a caption like me. They can say things that like a mentor. They understand the teachings. Until you understand this, everything will confuse you, including my answer. And you'll go and do the thing that you think I said to do, and you still fundamentally won't understand why you're doing it. So if I say something like, to this person's question, hi Loz, I know you asked for a Loz lesson, but I have a question. What part of self-concept would it be if SP says they want to take things slow? So the good thing is this person has asked me about their self-concept and how it's reflected in what that person's saying to them, what their specific person said. But in this question, can't you understand that the person isn't understanding that they made their specific person say that? Like maybe they are getting it, maybe they aren't, because they are asking me about the self-concept. But if your question doesn't include, what is my self-concept issue if this has happened, then I feel like not even answering you guys because you're not getting the fundamentals. I got triggered by this thing. What is my self-concept issue if that triggered me? Not this thing happened. They said this. This thing occurred. My best friend saw this. I saw this on the socials. I read this thing. Circumstances. And I'm like, where's the question? Where's the bit of the question where you're understanding that you cause everything based on your concept of self? Oh, I don't understand that. I don't get that. I haven't done any of your courses. I'm fucking confused. I'm just coming in here desperately asking a question. I know you are. And I don't feel like answering you. Like, I know this seems really mean, guys, but think about it like this. I'm at a counter and I'm like, I don't know, at a bank. And there's a queue of people. There's all these people here waiting to have their questions answered or listening to me. And there's a person at the back who desperately needs their check cleared because they need to pay their rent. And they're like waving their check. Excuse me. Hi. And I'm like, excuse me, I'm trying to serve someone here. Yes, but I really need this. And they come up to the counter. Excuse me, can I push in? No, you can't push in. I'm serving this lady right now. Oh, no, but I really need this. You get thrown out the bank. I'd be like, bitch, I'm not serving you. Can you get out? That's how I feel when you guys, when I'm doing lessons, ask me questions while I'm talking. That's how I feel when I go into my Q&A forum. I almost cried yesterday when I went in my Q&A forum in the squad and saw the fucking inane questions full of circumstances. I thought, this is my fucking subconscious laws squad where we're meant to have half a fucking clue. And so one of my team said to me today, wait till you go in that forum and see the questions. You're going to die. And I said, I did. I almost cried. By how much you guys are like clueless. The fact that you're even writing your circumstance down shows me that you don't get this at all. Like you're not getting it at all. Oh, but they said, it doesn't matter what they said, circumstances don't matter, you caused them to say that. What? Yeah, but I just want the answer about, my specific person said, take things slow. Hello, that's about your self-concept. Yes. But what in my self-concept am I doing that's made them say that? Well, I don't know. What's your self-concept issue? I don't know, Loz, I'm asking you. Well, I don't know. Are you telling me anything about yourself in the question? Are you telling me how you came to that conclusion that he wanted to take it slow? What thoughts you were having, what fearful thoughts you were having before he said that? What happened in your childhood that makes you not have good relationships? What makes you feel unchosen by your person? Tell me a bit more about yourself. Tell me a bit more about your fears. Tell me about what you were thinking before this circumstance occurred. So many of you are simply focused on the circumstance, the thing that occurred, the thing they said, the thing that was done, that you don't give me any fucking information. And you expect me, like I'm Yoda, to answer this question like this. What is my self-concept issue? What parts of my self-concept would it be if SP says they want to take things slow? It could be anything, darling. You've told me nothing about yourself. You've told me nothing about your thoughts. You've told me nothing about your fears. So how the hell am I meant to know? Now I can take a fucking wild stab in the dark here. But I'm taking a wild stab in the dark. You guys need to understand yourselves. This is a exercise, manifestation consciously, of self-awareness, of becoming aware of your dominant subconscious thoughts. That's why I'm called subconscious laws. If you do not understand your dominant subconscious thoughts, how the fuck am I going to do it? I don't know you. You've literally written 2 sentences on the internet. You expect me to read your mind now? I can, because that's my special gift. I have a special skill. But guys, do your own research. Hello? Hello, Yoda Loz. I'm just giving you one circumstance and asking you to solve my whole life. Have you done any investigation? Have you done my self-concept course? Have you assessed yourself? Oh, no. What am I, the Wizard of Oz? I have all the answers, do I? Guys! Do you not care to fix this shit? Can't you look inward and ask yourself, before he said he wants to take things slow, what was I fearing? Oh, okay, well, before that, I was worried when he said I want to have a talk. And before that, I was worried because we weren't spending as much time with each other. Or before that, I thought he might still be on an internet site, on dating sites and seeing other girls. And before that, I had a conversation with my friend about how he doesn't call me as much as he used to or text me. And before that, I had a fear that he wasn't being as cute and cuddly with me, and I was worried what was wrong. Oh, so maybe that's now culminated in him saying, let's take things slow, because secretly, subconsciously, you had the fear that it was going to go slow or it was going to end. That's why you said it. So what you need to do is investigate your subconscious fears that were occurring in your mind before he opened his fat mouth and reflected your thinking. What were you fearing and thinking before he even said it? That's what you need to work out. Oh, hello, Kat. Coming to see us. What were you fearing and thinking? Do you know? How do I know? How do I know? Now, I can assume when someone says they want to take things slow that you just feel that they won't choose you. You just feel essentially like you're going to get rejected all the time. You essentially feel like things won't work out for you or relationships won't work out. So you might have a dominant story, relationships don't work out. You might have a dominant story, you're not chosen. You might have a story, you're not good enough for relationships, or you might have a story, this particular person doesn't want you because they want others and you've got a fear of other girls. I don't know. Tell me what your fears are that you were thinking before this so I can decipher for you why they've said this. But guys, you've got to do some self-investigation. You've got to become aware of self, your self ideas, yourself, your I am concept, your self-concept. If you are not aware, are you expecting me to be aware? I have to be aware for you. Be for real, guys. I'm so freaking excited about your triggered course. I absolutely love Be Their Priority. Oh, thank you, darling. So Be Their Priority was very eye-opening, guys, because Be Their Priority, my course in the squad, which will be coming out soon on my website, was all about changing the story about your specific person not prioritizing you and where that story fucking came from inside of you. It's not about them. So if you're getting triggered like a bitch by your specific person or any circumstance in your 3D to do with money, job, family, friends, whatever it is, health, it's your thoughts inside yourself that made that occur. I even had a realization this morning about where my thoughts originated from that caused a circumstance that happened last week, a really bad circumstance. And I remember now where it came from. I'm not going to talk about it, but I distinctly remember finding out some information, thinking, oh, that means this bad thing. And now over a series of months, this thing has now got worse. I wasn't even thinking about it before, but someone gave me a piece of information. It must have triggered something in my mind thinking negatively, and then a negative circumstance happened last week. Now I had to undo that with so much positive thinking about the circumstance being not real, fixable, there's a solution, it's fine, it's all going to work out. And then yesterday I found out it's all going to work out, there's a solution, and I made the person say the words I wanted them to say. They almost said them word for word. I'd written them down in my manifestation journal. I'd even written them on the piece of paper before I called them because I wanted them to say certain things. And they did. But I had to fix that. And I had to find, where did the trickle, where did the stream start that caused the waterfall, caused the stream, caused the lake, caused the river, caused the ocean of the bad circumstance? Where'd it come from? Then I get triggered by it. Oh, this awful thing happened. Yeah, but I caused it somewhere back here. If you guys don't even understand what I'm saying about causation or think I'm blaming you for what turned up, you really need this course, because so many people use the word blame, fault, or think I'm saying you are to blame. I am not saying that. I'm saying causation. Is it the waterfalls or the groundwater's fault that an ocean gets eventually formed from a trickle, then a stream, then a river, then a creek, then a river, then a lake, then an ocean? No, of course it isn't. You don't say, well, it's all your fault, creek, this ocean out here, damn you, trickle. No, guys, it's causation. And if you guys ever watch me and you're dumb enough to write comments like, oh, this girl blames people. I don't blame people. I am literally teaching you the law of assumption, that what you dominantly assume will become true. That's what Neville Goddard taught. Are you going into his Reddit and writing nasty shit about him? No, he's not alive, so you don't care enough. Guys, I'm not teaching you that you're to blame. I'm teaching you you're the cause. And when you get triggered by something, or when your SP says something, you cause that. Loz, thank you for calling us out. Now, shit, I got my SP literally to say and do what I affirm. Exactly, Danny. If you guys aren't getting in your reality people to say things, words that you put in their mouth like Danny and I do, then you fucking need this course. Because you're getting triggered all over the place in my Q&A forum and in the lives and in my free group and on my Instagram about a whole lot of circumstances that you don't realise you caused. You were the trickle that caused the ocean, and you're all concerned about the ocean, and I'm literally asking you, where'd the trickle come from? And you don't even fucking know because you're so unself-aware, and you're expecting me, Yoda Loz, to answer, riddle you the riddle of the world, give you the key to the kingdom. But you don't give me any information about yourself because you don't have any awareness about yourself. Oh, I don't know where that came from. My SP saying, take it slow. Yes, you do. What were you fearing before he said it? Oh, well, I was thinking he wasn't spending enough time with me and maybe he didn't want to be with me. I also thought maybe he was still on dating sites. I had a conversation with my friend about how we weren't spending as much time with each other and he wasn't texting me as much, so I was texting him. So do you think maybe you caused it? Oh, yeah. Now, let's go backwards. Where did that come from, all that thinking that you won't be chosen by him? It's not about him. Oh, well, when I was a kid, I wasn't really chosen for things and I was rejected a lot and my sister was prettier than me and I always think girls are a threat and I always worry that things won't work out. Yeah. So what's it got to do with your SP? Nothing. So why are you getting triggered by it? When you caused it, you were the trickle. Get it? Do you guys know what the trickle is that's causing the shit in your life? If you don't, you need this fucking course. It starts on October 7th. I can't reiterate enough how many of you are writing your circumstances in questions, and it drives all of us crazy who get this. And there's only so much we can do to help. Me, the mentors, the other squaddies, the members of my groups, the people on my Instagram, there's only so much we can help you. Then you have to help yourself. Are you helping yourself? Are you investigating yourself? Have you assessed yourself? Have you done my self-concept course? If you haven't even done my self-concept course, could you at least, for the love of God, do my free course called Everything You've Learned About Manifesting is Wrong, that teaches you about awareness and that everything you're manifesting in your world, including all the blow-ups and all the arguments and all the breakups and the I want to take it slow, was caused by you. If you don't get that one fundamental, there is only so much I can do and say to help you. And you can go and watch the other rah-rah manifestation coaches who say, you can change your reality, your SP will change and everything works out for you. And you'll be like, yay, and you'll be doing all this and you won't have a clue what you're still doing back here. And then one day you'll come crying to me and say, I listened to such and such and she said, I'm the creator of my reality and I can change things. And I'll say, but did she investigate or did you investigate while you were listening to that rah-rah positivity manifestation coach, what you were actually still thinking that was causing shit to still turn up? No, I had no idea. I had no awareness of self. Okay, so if the whole key to understanding the law of assumption that what you dominantly assume will be true and what you dominantly assume is normally subconscious, then if you weren't aware of your subconscious fears and what you were still thinking and while you were doing all that rah-rah positivity and all that robotic affirming and all that I'm the bitch who has it all stuff, don't you think it was still going to manifest because it was still running and you didn't do anything to fix that? Oh, is that why they never came back? Or is that why they came back and didn't change? Or is that why they changed and then went back to normal? Or is that why I got the money and lost it? Or is that why he came back but now he's saying take it slow? Is that because I'm still the same old bitch I was before? Yes, guys. What do you think my whole account's about? Why do you think I started it? I listened to those people. I listened to them. It didn't fucking work. Good luck to you. Good luck. Got it? Hi, Loz. Thanks for all your great help. You're welcome, darling. You're welcome. Right, I'm not going to answer questions, guys. So what I said was, I am not going to answer questions anymore in here because you know why? Then you won't listen. So just then, that is the most listening I have seen in a crowd of people, 156 people on my TikTok right now, actually listening to me because I said, don't ask a question. And all I've got here is compliments. Thank you, Loz. I've realised I need to work on my beliefs and assumptions first. So people are saying thank you and actually listening. Great. For once you guys aren't caught up in your own circumstances and you've opened your ears and you've stopped and you've listened. And when people say to me on YouTube, you have an assumption people don't listen. I can see people aren't listening, you silly girl. I taught you that it's an assumption. Of course it's an assumption. Everything's my assumption. that's getting reflected. But can't you see people are still asking questions? And the only way I can stop them is to start assuming when I say, don't ask questions anymore in here because I won't answer them, you will finally start to listen because you have no choice. And you also know, guys, that when I post these on YouTube, because I'll post this on YouTube afterwards, there are so many people that get this, that when the question and answer part starts, I can see on my YouTube, everyone clicks away, stop watching. Why do they stop watching? Tell me why they stop watching when the question and answer starts. Why do people who get this stop listening when the question and answer starts, when they're listening to your questions? Me reading out your questions and giving answers to your questions. Why do people get annoyed by it or not listen to it? Because it's the same over and over again. And then you wonder why I get frustrated. Because we know that these are just circumstances that don't matter. Because they understand you create the circumstances so you can change them. Because the question is just full of circumstances. Because they know circumstances don't matter. Because they think their circumstances are special. It shows they're not listening to your lessons. Great answers, guys. I understand why you yell. Guys, can you imagine? I've been doing this for 3 years. Can you imagine repeating yourself for 3 fucking years over and over again? Like I said one time in a live, it's like my old boyfriend in England who used to be in Les Miserables, and he used to have to sing all the songs in Les Miserables 8 times a week. Can you imagine being in Les Miserables for 3 years and singing 8 times a week? Do you hear the people singing that song? After a while, you'd be like, I am so fucking sick of this fucking song. I really wanted to be in Les Miserables. It was my dream to be on the West End. But now that I've sung this 8 times a week for 3 fucking years, I never want to hear this song ever again. Understand? It's very frustrating, guys, to watch you not listening, because all I want you to do is not make the mistakes I did. I listened to those rah-rah positivity manifestation coaches who came up with a different technique every month that was trending on YouTube, and I tried them all. And if I'd only understood that I am the only cause, I never would have had to listen to those bitches, and everything would have changed for me years ago. But I got confused by their teachings. I was even confused by purely reading Neville, because even reading it, I still didn't get that you are the only cause was the key. I still didn't get it until I had to have shit go wrong in my 3D that I was manifesting. And then I realized I'm the one who made it go wrong. Oh, it's all me. If you don't understand that and you still get it triggered and you don't understand you're triggering your damn self, and if you don't know what I mean by that, you really need to join us in the squad. Now, the squad is my private monthly Facebook group. There's my free group, Subconscious Laws, and there's a Subconscious Laws squad, and you can join at subconsciouslaws.com. It's $50 a month, or if you join for the whole year, it's $35 a month. And I recommend doing that payment plan because the accountability inside the squad is so vital if you're not quite getting this yet. Or if you do get it and you have a wobble, right? I don't answer DMs anymore. I answer them maybe the first month of my coaching. I rarely go in the Q&A forum and answer you. The mentors do that. The squaddies do that. If you need constant support and you need me answering your questions all the time, that's why you need the squad, because there's a Q&A forum there where you can ask your questions. Now, from now on, starting this week, I'm going to take 1 question a week from the Q&A forum, a really vital one. I'm going to answer it with a video, and it's going to be a squad exclusive, and I'm going to drop that in the squad every week, an answer to a question, like I did with Ask Loz on YouTube. And I'm going to pick from 3 out of the Q&A forum, and you guys will vote. The squaddies will vote for the best question, the one they want answered the most. There's so much vital information in the squad. There's going to be the question of the week that I'm starting this week. I go live almost every week, and I warn you beforehand. The mentors go live every single Monday and go live and answer your questions from the Q&A forum and discuss the themes. There's the Q&A forum, the mentors and the squaddies answer your questions. There's all my coaching sessions, my previous one-on-one coaching sessions with people. There are heaps in there, probably over 100 coaching sessions, or at least combined 100 coaching sessions, 100 lives with me. You can go into the albums, like the video albums, and just watch them all. They are vital to understanding this, and you can only get all that in the squad for only $50 a month or $35 if you join for the year. And the reason why I say join for the year is if you join this month and you think you've understood everything and then you leave and then something triggers you in the 3D, you're going to be back to square one again. You're going to wish you were in the squad where you can ask your question or get help or go and watch a coaching live that applies to you or come and join a live with me or the mentors. And you're going to miss out because you're not there for the whole year. And trust me when I say, there are lots of people who are very, very close to me, who are my very first people I coached, who occasionally have a wobble in the 3D, and they'll think I'm going to answer their DMs now. I'm not. I'm not going to answer your DMs, guys. I'm really sorry. I can barely answer DMs from my friends. I have like 3 messages in my DMs just last week from my best friends I haven't even answered. Sasha had to wait a month for me to answer her voice note the other day. I just left her a voice note yesterday. I said, I'm so sorry. I haven't answered you for a month because I was moving house and unpacking and going to Bali and had a whole lot of shit going on. You need the squad, guys, because they are there to support you every day, all year long. Plus you get the courses or challenges every month. And this is, I would say, this year, out of this and Back and Begging, the 2 most vital courses we've dropped that apply to almost 100% of the people who I listen to and have questions from. You guys are getting triggered all over the place by your 3D. And if you are, you need this course. There'll be tasks and activities to make you aware of what it is you're triggered by and why you're getting triggered by it and what in your self-concept is causing you to be triggered by it. So in answer to this person's question, darling, if they have said, your specific person has said they want to take things slow, then really investigate what you were fearing before that happened subconsciously, what conversations you were having, what things you were thinking that caused them to say that. And then go back in your mind and think, where is this coming from? This fear that they'll reject me, this fear that they don't want to spend time with me, this fear that they won't prioritize me and they'll prioritize their own time or spending time with other people. Oh, well, when I was a kid, XYZ, I wasn't given enough time and attention. Or when I was a kid, I was made to feel not good enough. Or when I was a kid, I had something wrong with me. I always think things are going to go wrong, etc. But I can't necessarily work that out without vital information from you about your past or about your past thoughts. Understand? What do we do after that? So what you do after that is you stop thinking that and you become aware of your thoughts, then you change them. So if her thoughts were, he doesn't want to spend time with me, he's spending less time with me, maybe he doesn't want me, then she's got to have the thought, of course he wants me, he loves spending time with me, I'm so wantable, I'm so lovable, I'm the only girl he wants. I used to get rejected, that doesn't happen to me. I used to think relationships didn't work out for me, I don't have that thinking anymore. Everything works out for me now. The opposite of the shit she's discovered, she was thinking. Understand? How long do you keep courses in the squad? Everything is a month long and sometimes they're longer. This is a month-long course, a focused course. This starts on the 7th of October. Normally we start on the 1st, but the 1st didn't start on a Monday. So this week we're having a bit of a teaser, intro into the course. I'll be dropping it on Thursday. There's also our squad exclusive of my vlog from Bali dropping today, this afternoon. And then we are starting on Monday, Don't Be a Trigger Bitch. So why are you asking me a question, Janisa, when I just said I'm not answering questions anymore? You weren't listening, or did you just join? So guys, come and join the squad. When I say this is the most vital course for most of you, it really is. Because after going to the Q&A forum yesterday to look for questions to answer, I almost cried at the amount of circumstances I had to read and the amount of lost souls in there who didn't understand how they caused the shit that they were asking about. Loz, vlog dropping tomorrow. Oh, Loz, vlog dropping tomorrow. The 3rd. Shannon just reminded me. So guys, the vlog is dropping tomorrow in the squad, so get there in time. Get there in time for Don't Be a Trigger Bitch starting on the 7th. And I will see you in there. You can join at subconsciousloz.com. It's my private monthly membership in Facebook. If you aren't in Facebook already, or you've never joined Facebook, or you want to rejoin just for the squad, it doesn't matter if you don't even use your own name. You just have to tell us the name you're using in the squad and the name on your card that you paid with. Okay, it doesn't matter if you left Facebook 5 years ago. You can come and rejoin simply for the squad if you want. Okay, just make sure you watch the intro video, you understand the rules, you turn your notifications on, you follow me so that when I go live, you'll see the lives in there and you get your question answered. You can go in the Q&A forum and ask your questions. You can get familiar with all the coaching sessions before the course starts on the 7th, and I'll see you there. All right, guys, the Facebook group is Subconscious Loz Squad, but you join it at subconsciousloz.com. You can't just go directly to the group. We won't let you in. You have to get the membership done first on my website, then you are led to the request to join, and then you join the squad. Otherwise, just come and join my free group called Subconscious Loz. But this course, Don't Be a Triggered Bitch, only drops in the squad, not the free course, the free group, on October 7th in the Subconscious Loz squad. So join on my website, guys, under membership. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Make sure you follow me. And if you're watching this back on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you over in the squad. Bye.